Hey friends, today we're gonna talk about how to use regex in Python. At the end of this video, we're gonna cover a complex example. Given this is a TypeScript code, how can we use the regex to extract this card by name? Before we jump into a complex example, let's do a quick tutorial of how to use regex in Python. If we want to use regex in Python, we need to import the module regex. It's imported, and the first thing we need to do is create a pattern. Use compile, and we can create a pattern. And this pattern is matching any of the low letter, with lowercase. Let's execute it. We create a compile a pattern. This is the output. It's by default is use unicorn option. After we create a pattern, we're gonna use the pattern to match any strings. For example, the first one is empty string. Execute it. We found nothing. Let's try second one is tempo. Let's see. Yeah, we get a match object. Given the regex is match any letter, plus it means at least one letter in A and Z. So if you see tempo is matched, and the span is from index to index 0 to index 5, and the matched result is tempo, the entire letter. And what about the group? How to access the match result? Use group. We can access the match result so that we can extract some value by regex. And also we can access the star and end index. Also span is a pair, in another language called pair. This is really basic regex usage in Python. Create a pattern by calling compile a method, then use this pattern to match any string. Now let's talk about the next common usage is search. After we created the pattern, we can use the search function to search any strings. In this example, we're gonna search the message. Let's give it a try. Run it. We can get a match option. It start from index 4 to index 11, and the result is message. As we discussed the group, we provided the end result from the matching, and span will give us the range. Search is also another function we can use for searching the strings. A common use pattern, sometimes we can't find the match string, sometimes we can. We need to do some error handling. So compile the pattern, then do a match a string, and just check if it exists. We print out the value string C. Match the first string we matched. Add one more, match the space. Let's see, and also I can get one more letter. Yeah, invalid sequence here. I need a raw string. Yeah, here it is. You can see match a string and go the first letter here. First letter here. If I go with plus, yeah, we can see string goes. This has the common pattern. We can also change the pattern a little bit. Like if I change the entire string as ABC, we're gonna match nothing. Execute it, we can match nothing because this is a digit. We change it back a few digits, we can find a matched. This is a common pattern. Another one is find out. For example, this regex is a match all digits from the string, like 12, 11, and 10. Let's execute it. We can find all 12, 11, 10. We get it as a list. Another way is the find an iterator. So we can use iterator to fetch it dynamically. In Python, we also get some shortcut like regex match. Pass the first parameter is a regex, and the second one is a string. When we execute it, is from space. We get it from space here. Group. We'll find the results. Yeah, can from and one space. If we add one more word, execute it. Let's jump to the complex sample I mentioned at the very beginning of this video. For example, this piece of code is a TypeScript code. I want to extract all the values from here. Now, if this is a piece of code, if it's wrong here, because I haven't set up regex yet. Now I'm gonna use another tool to debug the regex. How to debug Regex? There are a bunch of tools. This website called Rubular is for debugging Regex for Ruby, but we can debug the Regex here and copy paste to convert it to Python code. I paste here, this is the test string, and this is the website. I scroll up a little bit, and the amazing part I love is down at the bottom of this website, it shows the cheat sheet for how to use Regex. We can follow this pattern to debugging our Regex. And I'm providing some examples. Usually I use the ignore the white space. I put X here as an option. Now let's see the pattern. So I'm extracting the attributes I want to do is match. Given the A name is B, I want to match this section. So I'm looking into the section is start from 3 dot and config. Let's do the 3 dot and config. On the right side it shows the highlight the matching part is the bracket. It match nothing because you need to escape the bracket, and another bracket, new line. The new line and then match perfectly. Now the next thing part is I want to some space at the very beginning, some space, and give a name, and a comma followed by a comma, and another space, quote A, quote, and another quote, and a comma, and another new line. And in here still some space. I want you to dot to match rest of this string. Dot rest of the string, and another new line, and a match bracket, another bracket. So at this stage we match most of the things here. A is matching perfectly. I change the code. What if I change to B? Oops, something goes wrong. If we change back to A, it's good. And if you change to B, let's see what's happening here. I remove the last line. It's a perfect match the array and the second row, but I haven't matched this row. So what I need to do is group and ask them to repeat, because it's kind of repeat pattern. Perfect. So I can use bracket, put the bracket back, and match the B. What if I come to C? Does it match? You can see here, because after config, the second line is name, is a name for A and B. Yeah, after config, the second line is name for the A and the B. And then when we look into the C, it's different. It's a tag and letter. So we need to do something here. Copy paste second line, could be something else. Yep. Now if we do this, change it to C. Yeah, it's perfectly matched. B and A. I think it's all good. So after we got everything ready, we copy the Regex back to the Python code. This is the Python code here, and I'll run the code. It says it doesn't have the group. I use the named group. That's fine. We can remove group. Let's see what I got. You can see we use hard coded A, but here Regex for name we pass C. So we need to replace this part with the name. The best way is to use the try again. You see, we can see we match the letter perfect. If we give the A, we match the letter perfect. Give the B, we match the letter perfect. Now you see how can we extract this part? How can we extract this part? I'll extract this part. We need it within this Regex. I want to group these attributes in the Regex. How to group it? Let's back to the Regex editor. In group, there is the here bracket, another bracket. It will group group this part. To add some indent, make it easier to see. If you scroll down a little bit, you can maybe add out a group. You can see here match the groups. You can see there are 3 matched groups. There are different ways to mitigate those groups because it's too much. The first thing is exclude the group, because bracket means group is a question and colon. We can exclude this group. We only get 1 group. Alternatively, we can use named group. This is really common. Is here named group attributes. I need a question mark. This one is an attribute group. They call attribute. So when we copy paste this part back to the code, copy paste, just write it. A attribute. Add another one here. And add indent. So here I can access the group attributes. Let's have a look. Oops, something wrong. And this is because this group is a very common pattern for Regex, and this is also pattern for Ruby groups. Here is named groups. And the name group is start from P and followed by the group name. It's here. So back to our code, I change it, add it to letter P, and execute the code again. Now we get this group perfectly. This is all about how to use Regex in Python today. If you want to find this notebook, I'll attach the link in the video description. Check it out and play with it. Hopefully you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.